Hi everyone, Mel here and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all well and I hope you're having a great week so far. Have you got this glorious sunshine that we're having in the UK at the moment? Even in Scotland it is absolute gorgeous, absolute bliss. Maybe not so good for the dog, but oh, I'm not going to complain, it's beautiful. Today I thought we'd do something a wee bit different. We're going to do a little summer inspired wreath. If you look here, you'll see I am addicted to making wreaths. I've made them in crochet, I've made them in paper, some have been for magazines, some just for myself, but I absolutely love making a wreath. I've even mixed some wool and paper together to create them. But I thought we would use some butterflies instead of flowers this time. Just mix it up and make a wee summery themed wreath ready for the glorious weather we're going to get, fingers crossed. So I've dug through my stash and I found a whole load of dies. Now all I know is that I want to use various sizes of dies. This is my new one, and I've got ones here that are stamped and dies, and I just have dies that layer, and I know I want to use layered type butterflies. So if you look on this, it's got the two layers so I can layer them together. Also, I'm not sure if I want to have the same butterflies on the back so that they're between my wreath. Not decided yet. I think I'm going to use my metal hoop, but if you don't have one of them, you could use your normal polystyrene, the sort of white ones, and wrap it in ribbon. Or if not, if you use two of your largest dies, circle dies that you've got, doesn't have to be circle, it could be any shape actually. Die cut a whole load of these and then glue them together, or even just use cardboard and wrap that in ribbon to make your base. Anything you want, I'm just going to give you some ideas. So before I get started, again, can I just thank everyone for all their amazing likes, loves, messages. You guys are absolutely amazing and I can't thank you enough for the support I get. But I'm going to be a pain in the ass again. If you're new here, please give me a thumbs up. It really helps my channel. I'm lost at the moment on YouTube and hardly anybody's seeing my videos. So if you're seeing this, give me a thumbs up please. It will really help my channel. Maybe hit that bell button and get notifications of my upcoming videos. And maybe subscribe if you've not already. Now I'm going to go and get everything ready and then we'll make some decisions and get started. So I've arranged what I think I'm going to do, So I've got my old favourite from last year. If you remember, I made some gorgeous cards with this one, the Grand Botanical Butterfly. Now I don't think you can get this anymore, but if you've got a really good size stamp or die, this would be perfect for it. I'm going to team that with the Thinlits Sizzix one. So this is called the Volt Scribbly Butterfly, and that's a Tim Holtz one, and that's that size here that I'm going with. Then I've gone with another older one from Sizzix. It is a Jessica Scott one and it is called Intricate Wings, and it's that one, and it's a triple layer die set, so I'm going to use this one. Then for the smaller ones, I'm just going to mix and match with my Crafter's Companion one. So I've got the delicate butterflies and I've got the graceful butterflies, and I'm just going to mix and match. Now what I'm going to do is go and grab some card and I'm going to cut everything out. So I might do double-sided, I'm not too sure, but I want to have the exact same coming round, but I might do a couple of extra small ones and just put them in. I'm also going to add some foliage in, so I'll look for just some basic foliage. You know I will use my favourite die. And I'll go and cut all that out, and then we can get started with the actual decorating. I've quickly dug through my stash and I just wanted to show you quickly what I'm going to use. I've got these Craft Consortium Grunge, the light tones, and I think I'm going to use, apologies right away for all that flickering. So I've got these gorgeous pattern papers. They're like a turquoise and a teal and a blue all mixed together. So you've got the light version and then a darker version. You can't even see that. It's so lush. It's not showing up in camera. I've also got some lovely vellum. I dug out some matching turquoise card, and I've also got some turquoise blue mirror card, and I'm going to use all them. For my butterflies, I think I will do a 3 layers so that I can match everything together, and also maybe for the larger one I'll use 4 so I can use the vellum. Maybe even the second largest or the third largest, I'll use vellum as well. We'll see how we go on. So I'm going to die cut everything. You do not need to see me do that, it's just a quick step, and we'll get started. So here I am, I'm just die cutting all the different butterflies, making up all my layers, and then I will stamp out my largest butterfly and die cut it. I'm using some white embossing powder here with my Versamark ink pad. So now that I've got everything all die cut, I am going to ink all my layers. So I'm just going to use a few different blue tones. I've got my Salvage Patina Peacock Feathers. I'll also use Uncharted Mariner later, but all I'm going to do is ink. I'll add the vellum on the top and on the back, and I'll buff off any that lies on the embossing. So now that all the layers are all inked up, you can see here, all I'm going to do is now stick them together. So first of all, I'll shape the wings, and then I'm just going to glue all the bodies together down the middle, and that's it. Nice and simple. So now what you want to do is you're going to bring in your hoop that you're going to attach your butterflies to. You can decide where you're going to place them or you can just arrange them as you go. But first of all, with the metal hoop, you want to just give it a quick wee sand just to take off the surface to give the paper somewhere to hold on to. So I want to have a few of my butterflies hanging, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some thread round my hoop. I'm just using some simple white thread, but if you've got clear you could use that, you could even use ribbon. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to tie it round my hoop and then I'll trim it to size and add a dab of glue to keep it held in place. But I'll hide the actual top of the thread with one of my butterflies as it goes round the hoop. So to help glue my butterflies in place, I've got a wee scrap of some backing from foam pads, and I'm going to add my glue onto that, then pop my butterfly on top, and I'll allow the glue to dry, and then I can just peel off this backing, and it saves me getting any glue all over my table. Now if you wanted, you could add a row of butterflies to the back of this and have your wreath sort of, it's floating in the middle of a room and set it on against a wall or a door or anything, or even just cover it up with some other scraps of paper. Now all I've got to do is the last decorating, so all you've got to do is add on some wee gems to the butterfly bodies, but before that I'm going to add on some foliage. So I've just used my favourite dies that I use for all my fab foliage, and I will glue these to the back. Then it's just adding the gems to the butterflies bodies and you're all done. do you guys think? I'm all finished. I've added lots more bling off camera. I took some of these minuscule little teeny tiny, I think they're a mil or half a mil size, little iridescent gems, and I added them onto the vellum. I just thought it would bring it all together if we added it. I also added some more onto the big butterfly. Oops, sorry about that. You'll see here that I didn't bother adding anything onto the back of these. Look at the ink, terrible. Because I'm going to have it against the wall so you won't see it. But if you want to have this sort of hanging midway, you could double side it, add some more butterflies to the back, and then your foliage will be sandwiched between everything so you won't really see the ends. Also, you'll see here I added a wee bit extra glue. I found that some of the foliage was coming off. I don't know if it's the shiny mirror card that was making that happen, but just so you know, you might want to add that ribbon wrapped around, just an idea, and still keep this side blank so it still looks like your metal hoop. Or if you're using any other type of wreath, you should be fine. It's just the metal, you might find things are a bit harder to stick to it. Now guys, I know I go on and on and on, but if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel. And if you've not already, maybe subscribe. Everything I use today I will pop in the description box below. If I can't find like this big butterfly, I'll see if there's anything else you could use, give you some ideas. But guys, until next time, bye.